Hello everyone, we are making part 4 to What If Asta Found Excalibur / didn't get his grimoire. Where we last left off, we, we last left Asta, Noelle, and Magna at the village where they do the boar hunting / save them and get the magic gemstone or the magic crystal from Nero. So we're going to be back where Asta helps Noel, and this will be the first time I guess he meets the Wizard King. So let's begin. As Asta is at his camp, Noel shows up out of nowhere, asking him how, just to check up on him. Asta says hi to Noel and asks, "What are you doing here? Are you wanting to do training?" She goes, "No, silly. I was just here to check on you." Blushing, saying that she she is wondering if he would like to go shopping with her and the drunk lady. I can't remember her name at the moment. Samantha. She has the cat. Not yet, of course. So they all go to the black market or the market area to go look for Noel for a wand. As they are in the shopping district looking for Noel's wand, a robber robs an old lady. Asta, of course, steps in and saves the old lady. The old lady is very thankful and wants to give Asta some money. Asta goes, "No, no, you don't have to give me any money." She offers to buy Asta a magical shield that can deflect up to 3 different magic types. We're going to say it can do fire, wind, and lightning magic. Those are the 3 magics that it can deflect. Asta goes, "Thank you," and now Asta has a magic shield from the little old lady who's, well, you all know who it is. She, of course, the little old lady, of course, asks Asta where'd he get that sword, and he explains he found it in the Sword in the Stone, and she goes that I might be sending you a job request soon. Asta says thank you to the little old lady, and they part ways. He meets back up with Noelle and the drunk lady. I can't remember her name. And they, of course, part ways. Asta heading to another part of the market, and Noelle and the drunk lady go back home. They get back, and of course, our Yami tells them about their mission they have to do tomorrow, going to a dungeon that has just been found. They're being sent there by the Wizard King. The Wizard King shows up as the little old lady to Asta's camp, as Asta's ready to eat dinner for tonight, and gives Asta a pamphlet. Asta not really reading it, just accept it and says, "Oh, I guess, what does this say? Meet up with the Black Bulls on it. Oh, you'll be going with them. It's a secret. Just show them this and they'll take you along with you." The next morning, Noelle super excited to tell Asta that they'll be going on a dungeon crawl, wants to see if he wants to come. She noticed Asta walking towards the Black Bull hideout. Asta and Noelle bump into each other in the forest. They just literally smack into each other, like daydreaming, like literally just walk into each other, like do smack. Asta, of course, shows Noelle the piece of paper and goes, she sees the seal, and Asta goes back with Noelle. Yami, of course, makes a sly comment on Asta, like, "You haven't died yet, kid?" as a puff of a cigarette, noticing that he has a shield. Asta and Noelle, and then Yami, of course, says it'll be Noelle, Magna, and Luck that are we going on this adventure, and, well, I guess this random kid that's being hired by the kingdom to go with us. So, as they all, of course, go to the dungeon, Asta riding on Magna's broomstick. Can't remember the name of that. I think the hog. I'm just going to call it the hog for now. The motorcycle broomstick. They get there. Luck wants to fight Asta, but Asta says we can't at the moment. We got this dungeon to crawl. So they make their way into the dungeon. Luck gets in, and he notices Luck starts sniffing around like he's a rabid dog. Asta asks Noelle what is he doing, and Noelle goes, "I don't know," and does her whole preppy thing. Magna goes, "I can feel that too, buddy," and then finally Noelle realizes what he's doing. He senses a mass amount of magic power and goes running off, leaving Asta and Noelle behind. Asta and Noelle, of course, run into several magic traps, and he realizes that the magic traps don't seem to be that strong, and his sword is able to dispel them, essentially. Excalibur is able to dispel some of the more weaker traps or just set them off safely. As they're making their way through, they come to a grand entrance, with Magna standing there too, trying his best to shoot it with fireballs. Noelle tells him to stop doing that. He could set off a trap, and as she says that, he, of course, sets a trap off. As Asta is looking at the door, he sees drawings and what looks like to be a rock and a hole where the center of the door is. He can't make out the writing, but from the illustrations that he can see on the wall, it shows a man stabbing the door, not stabbing, but placing the sword inside of the rock-shaped drawing, and it looks like the door opens. Asta says, "I'm going to slide the sword into the door." As Asta does that, the door slowly opens, revealing the inside. As the doors are opening, Yuno's team shows up and goes, and Yuno is very surprised that Asta is here. Sees that he's got a new shield. Yuno, wanting to just test Asta to see if his skills have got any better, Asta distinctively blocks with the shield, blocking Yuno's wind magic, relatively easy. As they enter into the massive treasure room, they notice a guy with a crystal on his forehead. They ask him who he is, and before they have any words to say, he just blasts fire/crystal balls at him. Asta jumps in front of the group with his shield while Yuno is also there shooting wind blasts. And that's where we're going to stop this one, and I think that will be good. See you guys later. Oh, there's going to be a new series coming out too, so I can come up with better ideas for this, especially for the dungeon fight that's going to be happening soon. So, we're going to hit pause.